All right. Happy Sunday, everyone. Thanks for your patience as we got this race started here on Speed Gaming 4. This is Z1 Randomizer 2022 All Boards No Swords Tournament. This is week 5 of the Swiss round, and this is more or less a bubble or elimination match between syscrusher and Kingdahl. Thank you very much for the patience. We had a bit of technical difficulties in getting the runners all situated here. Think of it like a rain delay in baseball or a weather delay in soccer. But the tarp's off the field, and we are ready to go. I am joined in the booth this afternoon by CD Improv. CD, how are you doing this afternoon?
Oh, I'm excited to see some more swordless hockey players. How about you?
Oh, I do enjoy Kingdahl's NES hockey sprites. They make
Yeah. Yeah, it was incredibly well done, and we are lucky enough to have Cami and Renikai doing our tracking for us today. So, yay for pushing all the buttons that keep us up to date.
absolutely big thanks to Cam for keeping us afloat and keeping us on task here as we're just waiting for the runners to get going. Kingdahl's going to uh, enter a
It,
file
it's
name.
it's it's that lovely sound that you make when you can't find the red candle, and the only thing you could possibly kill is a slow or fast blue Octorok that's like taking 4 hits.
That sounds about right, as we're off and running in the dead woods, and we've immediately got a divergence in paths. Syscrusher's going to check the Armo spot. Kingdahl's going to check Vanilla 3.
Okay, see, I kind of like this. Death Armos is one of those that, like, every time you leave it behind, it usually ends up being something, like, pretty awesome. So let's hope that it is. It looks like we've got Triforces for 2, 6, and 7. Yay, thank you, Camion.
I always mix up 7 and 8. Nope, no item here at Death Armos. Cheap heart that no one will ever buy, and $82 keys.
Well, I mean, every so often we have seen runners, if they have a lot of money, pick up a pity heart just to make sure they stay alive long enough to get to the next open cave.
I'm guilty of it in more than a few casual offline runs myself.
I'm just like, okay, I don't want to die right now. It's only a rupee. I've definitely got that. Looks like Syscrusher is going to go ahead and screen scroll over to the grave before checking Vanilla Woodsword Cave area.
Yeah, he seems to be prioritizing getting those Armos checks out of the way. So I would agree with that, given kind of where the start screen is. You're close to 2 of them, and the other 3 are all bunched over on the east end of the map.
Yeah, and you never know. Maybe you'll just kind of accidentally wander into the open cave that has our wood sword blue candle today. Because, of course, since this is swordless, it's not going to be an actual candle. We're going to find some any roads.
These are 2 of the 3. They're okay, and then the 4th one is on the coast. Okay, so
Well, yeah, that coast one's pretty good. I mean, the coast one saves us like half a map worth of screen scrolling, as Kingdahl's going to go ahead and find level 7.
okay, he's gonna at least take a peek. He's at least gonna grab that key and see what kind of enemy set he's up against here. Well, that's an enemy he's not gonna be able to deal with right now.
Yeah, but here's the good news. Since that shutter door closed behind him, yeah, there could be a floor drop, but it's not going to be an item. Oh, bunnies. Awesome.
Not gonna be able to deal with those for a while, so. But it's good to know where 7 is in case you need to dip it. You do have the Triforce, but there is one dungeon item in there. Heart Shuffle is not on for these flag sets, so it'll just be the one item in the floor heart.
Yeah, I believe that Heart Shuffle is actually going to be off for the entire tournament, mainly because the original All Boards No Swords tournament, I want to say they had it turned on, and some really, really nasty room combinations came out of that.
Yeah.
Ooh, 146 large secret as Kingdahl finds level 2. And I think that's a boomerang hanging out on the coast.
It's the blue variety, so in a sorted run, you probably wouldn't go back for that, but in a swordless run, you'll take any weapon that'll allow you to stun or damage enemies you can get your hands on, most likely.
Yeah, but if we don't find our ladder anywhere near the ladder spot, I imagine they're probably just going to hope to run into the regular banana inside one of the dungeons. Alright, so Syscrusher, I don't know if he did a safe. No, he hasn't done a safety save on that money, but I would have to, highly suggest that maybe at some point we do an up and A. Resources in Swordless are really, really important as Kingdahl finds his first Take Any Heart at Vanilla level 1.
Speaking of hearts, a heart is our Armos item, where Syscrusher is right now. So both, if you're not familiar with these, with the format of this particular event, The white sword item, which you can pick up when you have between 4 and 6 hearts, is going to be the red candle. So the runners will be able to pick that up if they have the requisite number of hearts. Right now, both runners have a 1 in 3 shot of getting of being able to pick up the red candle if and when they find it.
And syscrusher does a really good job of getting those Lionels out of the way simply to find a door repair at vanilla level 2.
Yeah, and getting down is gonna be the hard part here because of where the enemies might spawn. He's gonna have to hurry.
Oh, good dodge.
That's really well done.
Yeah, that was, he got really lucky. Kingdahl's gonna go ahead and find the wood arrow and cheap meat store here underneath one of the Armoses.
79 for the arrow, 1 off vanilla, so that's fine.
I mean, it didn't roll up, so that's better than nothing. Looks like Kingdahl's gonna go ahead and go the opposite direction through the grave. We've already seen syscrusher do most of these. Except for, I guess he maybe didn't make it that way because he took the any roads.
Oh, I think you're right, and 6 is at vanilla 6.
Well, okay, yay vanilla. It's good in ice cream and cookies and milkshakes.
I am team vanilla when it comes to milkshakes. Most people immediately pick chocolate. A good vanilla milkshake is really, really good.
See, the problem with working in a pastry kitchen for so long is at some point chocolate kind of loses its intensity. So to me, like everybody else could go get, oh hey, we got a blue candle, wood sword blue candle cave here on syscrusher's screen, and it's all the way in the northeast corner of the map.
It's a long ways away for both runners. I would think Kingdahl's going to make his way up there pretty soon, if for no other reason than check those other Armo spots.
Yeah, it's an open cave, and you know you're going to need at least some form of a weapon. If he finds the Armos and finds out that that's just a heart, then yeah, he's probably going to be looking for that candle, or a candle shop if we can find one.
Yeah, I hope syscrusher likes blue noodles, because he's got back-to-back rooms.
Oh no! Yikes. Well, if we're lucky, then we can maybe run straight through those rooms or get a good candle boost to kind of get around those blue landmos. Okay, well, we got through one room. And he gets lucky. Okay, we get to go new direction here in level 3. Dear game, could we maybe have some bombs just sitting around on the floor? That would be fantastic.
Really, any enemy we can kill with what we have would be great. 28 for the mid, I think, which we've seen already. So this is not a poverty seed by any stretch.
All right, so let's see if we're going to get lucky and be able to kill these bomb droppers. We are. They have rolled, I believe, down because that's a single candle flame.
Yeah, they'd have to. So that is good news for both runners when they get to that screen.
All right, Kingdahl's going to go ahead and get his Armos item heart. He is now at 5 hearts, which gives him a really good chance of picking up the white sword red candle, should we actually be able to find it before level 9. And I'm giggling in the background because we've had quite a few races where the item that is blocking the white sword red candle is in 9.
Yeah, these particular flags and doing swordless is not for the faint of heart. It's not. It's definitely, if you want an additional challenge to running Z1 Randomizer, this is a great way to do it.
Yeah, this is like the middle of the road step before you get to things like Oko, Blackout, and Reverse Overroll.
Yeah, that's too rich for my blood.
I enjoy watching it, but I don't generally play that one. It's okay. Hey, speaking of the white sword red candle, well, it's not 4 hearts today, but at least syscrusher now knows exactly where it is, so he has to be hoping for quick floor hearts and levels or a bunch of take any's, and man, that screen is gross, as sadly one of the Lionels is going to get him in the back and send him back to start.
Yeah, both runners have to be hoping there's nothing important up on top of the waterfall, because
we might not get up there for a while.
We might not get up there at all. Even
well,
if...
I mean, eventually when we get a wand or some bow and arrow, then we might be able to make it in that screen. As syscrusher is going to find level 1 under a burn bush right next to their start screen.
And this will be a good... Oh, that's a lovely...
Yay! That's my favorite meat block. I mean, who doesn't love Cookie Monster? And we might be able to kill these.
Now I just really want cookies as we're thinking, as we're watching syscrusher duck in and back out to try to get some more of these gels and see if that block will push.
Yeah, see, I have some of those the chocolate Reese's peanut butter cups, like the big cups, but they've got the pretzel chunks in them for later. So that is what I'm looking forward to after this race.
Those good. I've seen ones that with the pretzels in them. I've seen one with the potato chips in them.
Yeah, I tried the potato chip ones. I wasn't really a huge fan of it. They're not bad. The salt is nice. It's just the potato chips. As Kingdahl is going to go ahead and get his blue candle out of the wood sword cave, and then go up the hill and find level 3 with all the lovely landmos. The potato chip ones are, the salt level is good, but the texture is a little weird.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm worried about, is that it would be like mushy or yeah.
Yeah, they're too small, and it's just like, syscrusher gets a first bomb drop, and is he gonna head back to 1, or is he gonna beeline up to that white sword cave?
He's gonna save. That's smart. Getting the 4 bombs. Oh, I see what he's gonna go check that 1 bomb spot in the far southwest, and he may, if it's nothing, he may just retry.
Yeah, see, this is actually, again, this is a really good heads-up play. In Swordless, you always want to be aware of the last time you saved. Oh my goodness, we've got one rupee bombs. That is fantastic. Though they are in the farthest corner from pretty much everything on the map.
The only thing they're convenient to is their start screen, but
well, yeah,
dollar bombs is still dollar bombs.
Yeah, I mean, we can definitely make that trip a few times. We're not going to the beach today, but we're definitely gonna hang out, in the forest. Syscrusher's gonna head back into level 1, and see what else maybe we can find in here. We can definitely clear these mummies now. We just might have to be a little bit careful with the bomb usage. And I'm gonna be curious to see if maybe he tries to Kanana key this.
Yeah, he might. Am I seeing this right, that the Gibdos are taking 3 bomb shots?
That's kind of what it looks like. Alright, so he's gonna burn it with the candle. Sadly, he's too far away to be able to Kanana key that, but yeah, it does look like the Gibdos have rolled up. And we're rewarded with a rupee boss. Yay! And a shutter door and a map. Oh, okay. Well, that's a map. This is remarkably... Yeah, this is remarkably linear. Especially since we have to kill the Gibdos every single time to get in here. We are going to need a lot more bombs and to start working up a bomb count. Or, even better idea, go find that red candle. Because the Gibdos, they were taking 3 bomb hits just to be able to kill them. So we kind of need a little bit more damage, because if we use all of our bombs, killing the Gibdos as Kingdahl is going to be the first of the runners to get that white sword red candle up in Death Mountain. Let's see if he can, not Death Mountain, but up here in the waterfall. Let's see if he can make it into the vanilla white sword cave. But yeah, you have to be able to get a little bit of damage before you get through the mummy room, or at least a different way to kill the Zols.
Yeah, because the Zols were not going down to 1 candle shot. They popped into the 2 gels. So, yeah, this is gonna be a challenge. And Syscrusher's stream froze when he was in 1 the first time, so I don't know whether that block room with the gels in it pushed or not, or if it did, whether he got anything. I'm guessing maybe it didn't.
I don't think he did. I didn't see anything change. I haven't seen anything pop up on his B button. If he had found anything like the wand or the any key, there would be something to kind of give us a little bit of a notification there.
Yeah, and Kingdahl's going to do something smart here, reset the screen so that if he dies here, he'll only have to deal with 2 of the Lionels rather than the full complement.
Yeah, this is a good idea. It also, oh, good run! No!
He almost had that!
Ah, so close. I was about to say it was a really good candle boost, but the reason you reset the screen there is because it generally brings one of those enemies over to the direct line with the staircase, so you can actually get up on the right side of the half tile so they can't shoot you and then take them out. Especially when you're dealing with Lionels.
Yeah, because they are beam happy little characters. As Kingdahl's going to wander, get around, and find level 1 right now.
Now, see, this is good for Kingdahl. He might not have to double dip this. He's gonna find the cookie thing. Now, with where that guy's placed, there might be, I think, one room behind him, but I highly doubt it. And then we're gonna find out right now because he'll be able to clear these gels in one go.
Excellent. Can he push? Nope.
Yeah, a lot of times the single block room is just kind of a troll. Alright, Syscrusher is going to head into level 2. Now, if I was Syscrusher, I would just be hoping for a oh. I'm wondering now if we have a segmented level 2, because this is a push block room, but the Dark Nuts are going down to a single bomb, which means they have rolled down.
That's good news.
And it is... Oh, it is a segmented 2. Alright, Kingdahl, meanwhile, makes it through the Rupee boss. He's going to have no trouble clearing this Zol and Gel room and make it into the next... Oh, there we got a floor heart. And make it into these next shutter rooms.
Oh, wow, that's a 2.
That's beautiful. That is a triple segmented level 2. For no apparent reason.
Well, you start a stream a little bit late, and this is what the seed does to you. My God.
Maybe the seed was like, okay, I got really bored sitting here waiting for them to take the tarp off the field, so I decided we should make like a really broken 2. Kingdahl's going to go ahead and use his key to get into the Triforce room. I kind of agree with this, especially since he's got 252 rupees. He's going to pick up the Triforce out of level 1. Now, he's out of bombs, so you have to be hoping for like a bomb drop here if he's going back into level 1, but now I'm wondering if he's going to go buy arrows since he's almost max money.
If he is, I like that. He does not know yet about the $1 bombs in the southwest corner, but he may find them soon, or maybe these blue Octrox will drop them.
Yay, there we go.
Hey,
I mean, who needs $1 bombs when we have free bombs? All right, looks like...
Oh, I get it now. Okay. There were 2 rooms above the Triforce room and 1 where he couldn't get because he was out of keys. He's going to get 2 keys. Okay.
Yeah, it's a pretty good plan on his side. And he goes ahead. Did he safety save the keys, though, is now my question. Safety save. There you go. Good job, Kingdahl.
There it is.
All right, so it's always a good idea, especially when you don't know exactly how much money you have on the board, or if you're playing a resource-heavy, oh, look, Power Bracelet level 2. Swordless, you need to kind of pay attention to your money. You need to pay attention to your bomb count, especially if you don't have a reusable weapon that, you know, doesn't cost money, like if you're using arrows. But you want to do safety saves. You want to do safety saves of your bombs. You want to do safety saves of your keys, so that if you go into this level 1 and these 2 key doors end up being like a boomerang and the coast chart, you can just up a retry and get your keys back.
Yeah, that's a really good strategy point. And Syscrusher is going to go ahead and buy a bomb here in the forest spot. This is a doable room here where Kingdahl is.
Yeah, this is a nice room. Maybe if you're lucky, these guys will drop you some bombs as well. And this is a potential staircase room here in level 1, since we've already seen that the double push block isn't.
Yeah, and he's used both his keys here, so if this turns out to be garbage, I'm expecting a retry.
Yeah, I would too. I would expect him to go, well, it's not garbage. It's actually something you really want to see early on in the seed. Now, I don't think he's going to go get the boomerang, but this is going to prevent a couple of dips into levels. Say you end up going into 8 and you're incredibly ladder blocked. Well, you won't be now.
Yeah, that was worth the price of admission for 2 keys. Kingdahl will make that trade every time.
I think most of us probably would, as he's going to take down... What did he pick up? He's got... Okay. I like this level 1. This is good. This is all the wood items, except for the bow.
Well, the first anniversary is wood. The second, I can never remember the first one is paper. The second one is I don't know. I can't keep track of that stuff.
It's okay. Kingdahl's gonna go ahead, find another take any. He's gonna pick up a heart, which is kind of curious. A lot of runners have started to pick up potions after they get enough hearts to pick up the white sword item. But I kind of like this. More health is usually good.
Yeah, I'm thinking because he's seen level 3 and those back-to-back rooms of the blue land blue land mows, that he may be thinking, well, don't know if I'm going to be getting blue or red ring anytime soon. I might need some defense to get through those rooms.
And he's about to find the $1 bomb shop really close to start as Syscrusher finds the transport staircase here in level 5. Now, if you're Syscrusher, you really just want a floor heart. You want a floor heart, or you want the wand to somehow be in that staircase so that you have a reusable form of offense. Oh, this bat room looks promising. Because Syscrusher, he had 5 hearts. He tried picking up the white sword red candle. He had 4 hearts. So we know it's not 4 hearts, but he hasn't gone back to check. And I like that he's, game.
The other end. Well, at least he knows.
It might be the other end. If we are segmented, it will throw in an extra staircase.
That's right, yeah. The dream is still alive.
But yeah, he's not going to go back and try to pick up that white sword red candle unless he gets really, really desperate and cannot make any more progress in the game. So I like that he's searching these rooms for hearts.
So far, the enemy set's been pretty favorable to him, all things considered.
Yeah, this is pretty friendly. Most things are going down to a candle flame, or, would go down to a bomb if he had to use one. And it looks like he might be going back to take the staircase. I like this because this positioning so far in doors we've seen in this level 5 are a little bit strange. Hey, we're going to get a key for our trouble, and that is not the staircase. So this is, in fact, a segmented level 5.
But this seed did get salty during the rain delay, didn't it?
It was all the popcorn. I mean, it was sitting there waiting with us in the broadcast booth and just eating a ton of popcorn. As Kingdahl's going to go ahead and find level 8. See, now, unfortunately for Syscrusher, that's not a room he can do anything about. He's only got 6 bombs. We don't know if they're going to go down to 6 bombs. He's got 1 candle flame after that, so his options are kind of limited.
Definitely. Now, the map will help him here because he'll be able to route a little bit better and not have to play find the bomb hole to explore further. But, he's going to try and clear this room and get into that single at the top of the map under the dash.
Yeah, I mean, it's a room he can still get into, so that makes perfect sense. You want to try to every option that you can before going and searching something else out. I would almost go back through the transport staircase that he found into the other segment, because the room it dropped you in, there was another direction he could have gone in.
That's right. That may be one more room he can eliminate is potentially having his item.
Ooh,
78.
Shiny.
78 for 3. All right, that's a fair trade.
Yeah, I think that's that is perfectly acceptable. It is more bombs than we could. Oh, the Lionels take out Kingdahl on the forgotten spot as he's just trying to find out if it's a place.
To use some hockey terminology, the Lionels cross-checked him in the back.
Well, they need to spend some time in the penalty box then. Syscrusher is going to take his 3 keys. Now, it is worth noting he hasn't done a save recently, especially since getting those bombs. And he's going to go back into level 1, which I kind of like, because if he can go straight here, if he goes straight here and checks these doors first, he's going to get his ladder. And his raft, eventually.
Good news, those go down to 1 bomb shot.
Yeah, see, that's nice, because that means you can use them to set up, that's a floor drop, but it means you can use them to set up a force later on if you have to. Because there's nothing worse than Zols who don't die to a bomb and they end up splitting, and it's like, really? What the heck did you eat for breakfast?
Yeah, them and Vires. Just, ugh.
Oh, the Vires are worse, because then the bats can sometimes be tanky, and you're just like, all right, at some point this room will be cleared. All right,
Yeah, here we go.
go.
Here's the room. Okay.
Yeah, he had to cycle the room because he's still on blue candle. So it takes 2 fire hits to kill the little Zols. I don't know that he'll get the raft unless he just bombs these guys straight up. There you go. All right, he gets a force for his trouble. He's going to be able to pick up his raft and head back up here into what we already know is the ladder. As Kingdahl finds level 4.
Level 4 at vanilla 8. He may or may not be on his way to the coast to pick up the blue boomerang. A syscrusher is going to grab his second wood implement of level 1.
Yay! And then I'm trying to remember where the Triforce was. He'd have to go through another key door, I believe.
Yeah, it's top right.
Yeah, he has to go through at least one more key door, I believe, and clear the mummy room. Because it's through the shutter door off to the right here.
Yeah. Hey, Gannon, you got some dudes in your room.
Well, I mean, it's a Verbo. He's renting it out. I mean, there's a pool. There's a pool out back.
Gannon side hustle.
All right, so syscrusher is gonna decide not to clear the mummy room right now. It looks like he might be finishing burning. No, he's already burned this. Maybe he's gonna go back up to the grave and do some bombing.
Or the
no, he's going for the boomerang. All right,
World wrap. Here we go.
Well, I mean, I hope he had seen that it was a boomerang earlier, and this will definitely help because, again, he doesn't yet have the heart that he needs to pick up that red candle.
Yeah, and that screen where the blue boomerang was is a prime example of why you want something that can stun enemies, for enemies just like that on the overworld who can snipe you.
Yeah, exactly. It's nice. You can use it to herd things in a dungeon like that Gibdo room. He can get them all in the same corner, and then you are a jerk. As it looks like he's going to up an A and try to go the other path. Kingdahl, having gone the other way, ends up paying the mugger to get by him.
Okay, we've got stairs. Will this be segmented too? I mean, at this rate, are we? Well, that would have been nice 2 rooms ago.
I mean, it's nice now. We only had a total of 4 keys on either side of the screen, so. All right, so here's the good news. You see this Gleeok? He's going to be nothing. Gleeoks in push block rooms are never going to be a push block. If you're in level 1 or a level where that room can drop, then yes, they can have a floor drop, but they are never going to actually be a push block. All right, here we go, boomerang. He's going to gather up these grabby hands. Now, if you're oh, come on.
Oh, man. Boy,
wow.
This seed is just salty as can be.
It's mad. It's like, I had plans after this. I was going to go out and get food or whatever. It'll be curious to see if he can work his way around to, it looks like he's headed in that direction. This is above the old man room. So if you could bomb to the right there, then there was a chance he could have gotten into the room with the any key. Oh, he's going to go ahead and pay the mugger. Now with the bomb upgrade, that's not as bad as it could have been, but still. And he's about to be rewarded with all of the keys in the game.
Yeah. Oh, wow, that's
yay.
Okay.
I wonder if the blue landmos are yeah. I mean, those are the Moldorms, but there's always a chance. It's kind of fun when you can kill Moldorms and landmos with a boomerang hit.
That does feel really good when you can pull that off.
But all right, now neither of our runners has to worry about keys. We should be doing pretty good on money, and Triforce in 4 is only a room or 2 away if he can clear the room it's in. I looked up, so I didn't really see what was in there when Kingdahl went in.
Oh, the Triforce room? It was...
Oh, well, there you go. Good thing we got the ladder. Yeah, really, really good thing he went back into level 1 before finding 4.
Well, he'll be happy hearing it. There he goes. He's got it now.
All right, Syscrusher's going to go ahead and get his first new Triforce of the game. Now, sadly, he hasn't picked up the one out of level 1, but he can always go back there the next time he's anywhere near the home screen.
All right, Kingdahl's at max money. I think he was thinking about two things. One, do I pick this up at 230? What if it's the big secret? And then two, okay, I'm at 255. Do I save now, or do I keep exploring the overworld?
I would want to know where the closest arrow shop is. If I'm Kingdahl, you don't have to worry about keys anymore. You're fine, as he's going to find level 5 in the forest. Now, we've already seen Syscrusher in here for a couple of rooms.
Yeah, at the time, I don't think he could do much. He can open that key door right there next to the old man, which Syscrusher didn't do because he didn't have the any key at that point.
Yeah, and he can end up clearing this Stalfos room and that the blue Guria room that Syscrusher got shattered into. Kingdahl can actually clear that with the red candle. Syscrusher couldn't have.
No, but he may be working his way up to the top of the waterfall, going the back way through the Lost Hills to try to see if he can pick up that candle on 5 hearts.
I mean, he tried it at 4, and we know the answer. Oh, hello. This is the item in level 5 is the recorder. All right, this is not terrible to have.
Now, this is really useful because because Kingdahl has 5 Triforce pieces, potentially 6 here in this dungeon. It'll allow him to travel to any dungeon that he already has Triforce in. He doesn't have to clear the ones that he has. He doesn't have to clear 2, 6, and 7 in order to be able to whistle to those locations.
Yep, and especially since I don't think... Have we found 7? Yeah, never mind. We have found 7. It's all the way back near start. Syscrusher's going to refill on bombs.
So far, the power bracelet has not blocked a level. There's, I think, 2 more spots left to check. One of the power bracelet spots, the one by the forest fairy, was a vanilla take any road.
And again, at this point, if you're Syscrusher, you're really just hoping to come across another take any cave so that you can get that last heart, which guarantees you to be able to pick up the white sword red candle, which he's already seen. He knows where it is. He just didn't have enough health. If I'm him, yes. Go ahead and pick up arrows while you've got the money.
I thought we were doing shield strats there for a minute.
No. See, a lot of runners won't actually pick up, as Kingdahl gets the Triforce here in level 5, a lot of runners will not usually pick up the big shield because it affects the sprite, which can make screen scrolling a little bit more difficult.
I am terrible at screen scrolling, so I don't mind the shield because I'm not doing it anyway. Can he get it to 5? Yes, he can.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so I kind of like this. He's run out of progression that he can make in any of the dungeons. So getting this red candle now has got to be somewhat of a relief, but you have to maybe also be thinking, okay, I could have had this like 10 minutes ago. He's going to do the same thing that Kingdahl did. He's going to clear out the screen just a little bit to make it, hopefully, so that he can survive long enough to get into that cave. And to touch on a point in chat, we have already seen the bait block, but where it was located, there was a small chance that there was a room behind it. And in Swordless, there are certain enemies that will actually be attracted to the bait. So if he gets into certain kinds of rooms, you can drop the bait on the floor and the enemies will cluster around it so that then you can kill them easier.
Kingdahl grabs the red potion, 54 for the blue potion, 68 the vanilla price for the red potion. Again, if you've got the money in your pocket, and this is definitely a high money seed, you might as well use it.
Yep, makes perfect sense to me. It looks like we're about to get our first raft check as Kingdahl finds level 3 it's in the northeast corner. Syscrusher knows where that is too. It had a couple of rooms of things that we just could not clear.
And at the raft spot, we have the magical sword bomb upgrade. The magical sword in vanilla has been replaced in these flags with a +2 bomb upgrade. That'll take between 10 and 14 hearts if the runners decide they want to pick it up. My guess is they probably won't.
All right, looks like Kingdahl is going to go back into level 3, and I think I agree with Mr. Dunlow in chat. I don't think we've seen 9 yet. But we still have a lot of Death Mountain that just hasn't been explored because we keep finding everything else everywhere else. Ooh, okay. Wizrobes and blue landmos. That's what's living in level 3.
Oh, and they don't go down to 1 bomb shot.
Well, thankfully it looks like they're going down to 2, so they didn't roll up.
Nice shot there.
Yeah, that was a good one. And he got his bombs back, so that's very helpful. Now, this room, there's not a whole lot we can do about bunnies at the moment. But we are going to get a bomb wall on the left side. Oh, well, all right. Depending upon what remains after you clear this room and then reset the enemies, could determine what we can do here in level 3. Syscrusher's gonna go ahead, take his red candle, and go back into level 5. He had seen a decent amount of this level when he was in here before. Now that he's got the any key, he can open up the rest of those doors, and this red candle is gonna let him clear some of these rooms that he just couldn't touch before.
Kingdahl's got to be careful in this room, even though the orange landmos don't move as fast. They do put a hurting, and he's only got 1.5 hearts. He's going to use a potion here.
Yep, this is a good play from Kingdahl. We have a lot of money. You just want to clear this and make sure this is not your Triforce. And he's done a really good job of getting through it alive so far. Well, all right, that's not a Triforce, but thanks, game. And here's the good news. We know that it is, oh. Well, all right, that could be the item. This could be the item. There's a bomb upgrade. Ooh. Now he's going to go ahead and pick it up. Since they both had to pay the mugger in level 4, it's only going to bring him up to 10 bombs, but that's still better than it was.
Yeah, and we know there's another bomb upgrade. Was that in? Where was that? Was that 1?
I think it was level 1, possibly.
Yeah. So we know that both runners will, if they run across both, will probably grab it and get up to what'll be 13 hearts or 13 bombs. But yeah, Kingdahl's got to be happy to find that and get that bomb back he had to give up.
Yeah. Oh, that's a lovely room. Run, just run. And there is also the white sword bomb upgrade, as I think this is the room that has the recorder in it in level 5.
Yep, that's exactly where it is.
All right, so Syscrusher's going to go ahead, get his item. We saw Kingdahl pick up the Triforce. He was in a T-moat room where the Triforce does spawn in the center of the room. So hopefully Syscrusher's on his way to go get that once we find the right room. All these bunny rooms in level 3 are... So this is good news, bad news. If this isn't the Triforce room, then there is a chance if the Triforce ends up being in one of these bunny rooms, that means that our bow is somewhere we can get to it before we get to level 9.
Right.
No, again, that's good news, bad news. It's you know, do you really want to go dig level 8?
Nice clip
Ooh,
by
really
Kingdahl into
good.
the block. That was on the first try too. Very nice. Come on, buddy. Come on back.
Yeah, he's like, no, he doesn't want to get burned. Oh, we're gonna get a fairy for Kingdahl here, which is nice after using. Oh, come on, fairy, using most of his health to get that landmo down. All right, this is the Triforce room here for Syscrusher, and thankfully the Triforce in 5 will actually spawn in the center of the island. There you go, Kingdahl. All right, Kingdahl's got the Triforce at a level 3. Sadly, not the item. We've seen at least 2 rooms that are, in fact, bunny blocked.
And if the item is in one of those 2 rooms, it can't be the bow, which means that...
His wand is somewhere free, yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, one of those 2 has to be free somewhere on the map.
Yep.
All right, syscrusher is going to get his Triforce at a level 5. Kingdahl making sure he hasn't already bought arrows before picking them up.
We've all been guilty of that at one time or another, buying the arrows. Be like, oh wait, I already bought those. Oh no.
I mean, someday Fred will put it into the game so that we can have progressive candle and arrow buys. Totally. I mean, we might have to buy like 10 sets of arrows to get silvers, but it'd be worth it. And yeah, to answer a question in chat, yes, you can buy arrows and candles more than once. You can still buy keys after you buy the any key. The game pretty much just looks at the fact, do you have the money? And then it lets you pay the money even if you've already got the item. As syscrusher is going to go into level 8.
Yeah, the game does not believe your credit card has a spending limit. It'll sell you whatever you want. And to be fair, I remember the first time I played this when I was a little kid and I saw the arrow shop, I thought the 80 rupees bought you 1 arrow that you could only fire once. And that if you wanted to shoot a second arrow, you had to go spend 80 more rupees.
Oh, man, that's harsh.
Yeah, I was quickly disabused of that, but that was the first thought when I saw that, is when I was like 8 or 9.
All right, Kingdahl is going to whistle to 5. I'm not sure where he's headed from here. Syscrusher is seeing if there are any there we go, bombable walls here in this level 8. Oh, I like this. Kingdahl had left that secret behind because he had max money. So now he's just refilling.
That's right. And he's whistling now. So he did not know that was a big secret, but he did know it was some money, and he might as well get it if he's in the neighborhood. And he's going to some place. Which level is this?
2. All right, he's going to level 2.
He will find the power bracelet in here. We know it's the power bracelet. He doesn't, but he will shortly. And if I remember correctly, syscrusher found that reasonably early into 2 after he discovered that this is a double segmented level 2.
Yeah, and Kingdahl is wisely bombing the walls just to double check. Then he's going to get the news. Syscrusher sees the Triforce for level 8, and he's still digging. Oh, man. I mean, that's a feeling. You're just looking at it, you're like, okay, level 8, the Triforce is right there. Do I really have to finish digging this?
Yeah, on the one hand, you're thinking, well, once I find the items, I come back, I get the Triforce, I get the health refill. But then you're like, yeah, but I could grab it right here. I could. It's right here.
It's just for, oh, hey, we got a staircase. A really nice clip here from Syscrusher. We're going to find out that this is a transport staircase, but given the room that he just came out of, I would take this as well.
Yeah, there is at least 1 staircase in level 8. There may be more if, like, virtually every other level it's segmented, which with 8, it's highly possible.
It's always funny when that happens, because you're like, wait, no, didn't I already find the transport staircase in here?
And you get the map, and it's 3 segmented, and you're like, oh, okay, well, I guess I'm pushing all the blocks.
All right, Syscrusher's going to check the kind of obvious walls to see if there's a room on the other side before taking the staircase back. Now, he did manage to pick up a heart, so that's good. He's not going to hopefully get insta-killed by anything in this room.
Like he's trying to go right. Yeah, no, well, he could go left. He has the any key. He can go left if he wants.
I think he needs to go ahead and I think he's trying to clear the shutter. He's been over towards, he wants to go down. He's been over towards the left here. He's trying to get in a new direction that we haven't seen yet. There's a shutter door. Oh, I'd clear the other room. Clear the other room. That's more fun.
Yeah, you thought this room was bad. Well, have I got news for you?
Yeah, you really don't want to mess with the manhandler if you don't have to. Though that room, we've already seen the Triforce, so maybe that could be a heart or something, but...
Yeah, he's definitely clearing this room because he killed the Zol after it split into gels, and if he exits and re-enters, that enemy's going to respawn as something. So, okay. Hey, speaking of which, here's something you can kill easy.
Yeah, but there's not really much of a... Okay, we don't need to worry about that other than the fact that it's a shutter door. Yeah, but there's not really a reason to. We have the any key. It might be a floor heart. Ooh, this is gross.
This is time-consuming. Ugh.
Again, the boomerang would come in really handy, but you've got to, you got to dodge all the things. Kingdahl is going to go ahead and join Syscrusher here in level 8. Again, I like this. We've seen a lot of the items in the smaller levels. We know that it's not our wand. So he's going to go looking for the wand, the bow, and silvers. Because they can't all be in 9.
Not yet, they can't.
Well...
Give Fred some time. He may be able to figure out a way.
Okay, so there is a flag that could kind of, sort of put them in 9. Actually, there's 2 flags. Important item drops, which makes important items drop anytime you, like, if you kill an item dropper, it has a chance to drop, an actual item.
Yeah.
And then shuffle small dungeon drops, I think, changes that one as well.
Ooh, I've seen the shuffle important items into just the enemy drop ones. That is comically hilarious. That is so much fun.
It is fun, but I don't think I want to. Oh, hello, silvers in level 8. Okay.
That's a mission critical item.
Yes.
So now Kingdahl's in here because this is his last Triforce to get, and he's gonna have the same quandary that this Crusher does, but he is gonna keep digging.
I mean, he knows he needs 3 items, and there's only 2 in level 9. There's 2 here in this level 8. So I agree with this. You search this. Is he going to take on the Manhandler? Looks like he is. Manhandle is going to be a little bit of a jerk face, though, and dodge all of these bombs from Kingdahl.
There we go. I was going to say, this guy's being really stubborn.
Yeah, he's like, no, I don't want to. The Gliok, though, he's going to have to use the key door and do the same thing Syscrusher did and clear that room with the staircase in it. So this is a slightly friendlier room here in 8. I didn't see any grabby hands, but we have another mugger. Thankfully, we now have the any key, so we don't have to give up any more of our bombs.
Good news. A-2 is still A.
Yay! Infinity! Alright, we're gonna find another right side bomb wall. Can we get... Nope.
Well, that's a hard pass.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. We can get the Triforce in level 8 really quickly without having to go through any of these rooms. So there's always the chance that we would have to go into level 9, get the wand or the bow to go back to one of these other levels to get an item out of a staircase. Or, like in that case, to kill that Goma so that we can get into that section of rooms.
Oh no, we've seen this room already. Sorry.
Yep, he's kind of backtracking now because that Goma is kind of blocking off the, I want to say, right column over underneath the 8. We're going to get the floor heart here for Kingdahl. Now, he's in a slightly different section of 8 than we've seen yet.
This Crusher's up in the far right.
He's in the Triforce room. He's going to pick up the Triforce. Okay. Alright, I can understand this from Syscrusher. That 8, we haven't really had a lot of like direct path left to go in. He found the item that we could actually get to, and Kingdahl is on his way over towards Silvers right now. Syscrusher still needs the Triforce from 1. He still needs to find the Triforce in 3, so I think this is a good idea. He's leaving because he thinks there's nothing else he can do in 8 right now without killing that Goma, I think.
Yeah, that makes... And neither our runner knows what the item is in 3, so yeah, he has a lot of checks outstanding that could be fruitful.
Yeah, and I kind of agree. Yeah, there's a chance the Gliok has it. Or Was there another room with something we just didn't bother clearing? Syscrusher's gonna go ahead and go into level 6. We haven't seen the item here either. Now, he's trying to pirouette a door. Now, sadly, there isn't one, and it looks like he's gonna decide, since he couldn't just get in, he's gonna go elsewhere.
Now, was that room with the manhandle? That was a push block room, right?
I need him to go back in. I was looking. Yes, this could be a push block. Really nice hit from Kingdahl there to take down the manhandla, and we have...
His reward is...
the wand! Oh, syscrusher's gonna have to go back to 8. And soon. Alright, so Kingdahl, as long as he stays in this 8 long enough to find those silver arrows, he's probably headed straight into level 9. That's what I would do. I mean, 2
Absolutely.
items in 9, 1 item in 6, 1 item in 7, 1 item in
3.
Yeah, the math kind of supports it.
Yeah, and from what we saw in 3 and the other dungeons, what's in 7? Well, nope. Sorry.
We don't really need that, but thanks. We're leaving now.
But at least syscrusher got that information relatively early in 7. That will save him some time.
Yep, he's really close to level 1, so if he might go back into level... No, where are you going? I would go back in and at least get my Triforce out of level 1. Though, to be fair, we still don't know where 9 is. Probably Death Mountain, since we haven't seen anybody really bomb much of Death Mountain.
Yeah, no one's wanted to tackle that.
Uh-oh, it looks like Kingdahl, he's taking the Okay, this is cool. We have each runner with one of the necessary items out of level 8. Both of them taking the Triforce and leaving.
Yeah, they both are going to have to come back here, and they don't know it yet. They'll find out here soon enough.
Now let's see, is Kingdahl going to whistle to the levels where we know they are, or is he going to go looking for level 9?
This is 3, I think. Yeah, it's 3.
This makes sense. He's got the wand. This had 2 different staircase rooms, potential staircase rooms that were blocked by the bunnies. So this makes perfect sense if you're Kingdahl.
Yeah, he's already seen a lot of it. It's, in theory, it's a smallish dungeon. Yeah, this is a room he can clear. Well, he doesn't have to. He's going to go back up to the other one that he needs to clear.
Well, I don't know if he remembers exactly where they are, but syscrusher is now joining Kingdahl here in level 3. Syscrusher still needs the Triforce at level 3. We do know that he can get to it. He just has to kind of wiggle around all these rooms that he cannot clear. He's gonna... Ooh, nice block clip from him as well to go ahead and clear these landmosts from safety. Looks like Kingdahl is going to take a chance on this right side shutter door that we couldn't get through before. Now, again, there are 2 5-pair rooms in here that have 2 single bunnies in them.
That's right, and there's a nice clock. That'll help things significantly, and a map would be nice, too.
I'm going to say it looks like a metal detector.
Yeah, kind of like laying on its side, maybe?
Yeah, either that or those old the vacuum cleaners, the handheld dustbuster.
Yeah, okay. It's a nice kill of the Dig Dogger by Kingdahl. He's only rewarded with a 4-pack of bombs for his efforts, but still, now that he has the recorder, that's quick work of that mini-boss.
Poor Spiky. He was all he was doing was guarding the explosives today. Now, I'm wondering if Kingdahl doesn't remember about those 2 5-pair bunny rooms? Oh, wow, this is just like Bunny Central. This is all the bunnies on the entire map in a single level.
Yeah, he may have been hoping that, maybe the item's up here in a room that doesn't have bunnies, but hey, guess what? They all have bunnies.
Yeah, but at least the 5-pair rooms, it's just got 2 single bunnies. I think one of them had corner traps. But yeah, they weren't. The floor wasn't shooting at you.
Yeah, They were manageable. Yeah, now he's going to have to make his way back down to those rooms and see what he can find.
Syscrusher's gonna go ahead, get his Triforce from level 3. And having seen the bunnies, is he going to go back in? Looks like he is.
Okay, this is interesting.
Alright, here's one of the bunny rooms. And it does push. This is the item in 3.
Survey says, oh, it's not nothing, but not what he was hoping for.
Yeah, see, if you're Syscrusher, this is where you see all the bunnies and decide that you are leaving this level 3 and not coming back for a while.
Yeah, he can whistle right back here at any time of his choosing, so he doesn't have to stick this out if he doesn't want to.
Well, I mean, he's actually going to reach the point where he won't have any more bombable walls, he won't have any more visible staircases, and there will be nothing he can do here in 3 at all until he finds a wand or a bow.
Yeah, now Kingdahl went to 6. That's interesting.
We haven't seen the item in 6. We started with the Triforce, so, you know, it's worth looking. And again, we haven't found 9.
Just going to say, that is... Oof.
Evil tea room. Oh, look, more bunnies.
But this is good news for Kingdahl. He doesn't know it's good news because he can clear that room. Syscrusher can't yet.
Not without heading back to 9 and, not 9, heading back to 8 and picking up the wand, which was only a couple of rooms away from the silvers, which Kingdahl will have to go back to level 8 to go get.
Oh, boy, this seed's got jokes.
I mean, it was kind of ironic that both of the key items, two of the 3 key items are in the same level, and they split them.
To be fair, that 8 was Byzantine and just old man.
Yeah,
you had
we don't know where
that. Sorry, go ahead.
I was about to say we couldn't find the map in there, so they didn't really know. Like, how do we tell if there is a wall or a door or anything?
I kind of want to see that map. I kind of don't, but.
Alright, so with that heart pickup, Kingdahl actually has a chance to pick up the magical sword bomb upgrade. Oh, more bunnies! Yay! So what are we hoping is here in level 6?
Well, first choice is the bow. Second choice could be... Red ring is always a popular choice, especially with the enemy sets we've seen. There's our compass find. That's nice. Okay. Don't need it, but thanks.
Alright, Syscrusher's going to take advantage of the bomb shop. He's going to go ahead and refill. And is he headed back to level... No, he's whistling. Okay, where are we going, Syscrusher? Oh my goodness. Run, yeah. Kingdahl, run!
That is the one benefit of getting all those blue whizzies in a Chevy room is they tend to bunch up like that and bounce around over the water. So you can get out of there if you have to.
Looks like Syscrusher might be heading back to level 1 to pick up his final Triforce and then potentially head into, well, go find and then head into level 9. And I disagree, Jam. I'm sorry. Wizrobes are not my friends. At least not the blue ones. Syscrusher's gonna go ahead, feed the meat block in level 1, and get the news that there is not a room hiding behind this.
Yeah, get that out of your inventory. There's only one meat block in these flags, so if there's nothing there, it's fine. You at least cleared a spot out.
Oh, more bunnies. Yay.
I didn't know the game had this many bunnies that it could...
I mean, they do multiply.
Yeah, no, they do, don't they? Well, we had a rain delay, so what did they have time to do?
Well, I mean, I don't think we can talk about that on SpeedGaming.
No, we really can't. They had an opportunity to multiply. That's what they had an opportunity.
Yeah, they were doing math, just like chat loves to do.
Everyone knows bunnies love math.
Really?
We should go
tell Adirondack Rick that. Rick, apparently bunnies like math. Alright, so Syscrusher's on his way. He's picking up a heart, which is good, because he hasn't really had that many. He's gonna find this bat room. This room does drop in level 1, but this isn't the Triforce.
No, he's 2 screens away now, I think, where it is. And both, yeah, so, yeah, he has all the items out of here. He just needs the Triforce.
Yeah, but he's just gotta get a little bit further. Kingdahl's gonna find a transport staircase here in this level 6. I don't think, you know, at this point, I'd almost like to have the map. So I'm rooting for Book in level 6.
Book would be a really useful item for either runner if they don't find the bow, because it'll give them all the maps, including for 9, which in a lot of cases can be a really big time save.
Yeah, it's always helpful. Syscrusher's gonna go ahead and check Recorder Lake. Again, we haven't found level 9, so we don't really know where it is. He's gonna find pity hearts and cheapish keys. We should totally take an over-under on how long it's going to take both of our runners to return to level 8 for the item that they left behind in level 8. Which, oddly enough, is not the same item.
No, it's not. I'd have to think they're both going to dip 9 first. But by the time assuming they find 9, which is probably up on Death Mountain, what do we have here? Ah, we have a stair in 6.
And it's the book! Yay!
There's your book!
We got all the maps now. What in the world? We got all the maps. I'm gonna say that level 6 looked like a bird. Like a big goose in flight.
Okay, I can see that. It wasn't a huge 6, which is a bit of a surprise. I don't know what that portends for 9 size, because 8 was large and in charge.
Well, or it was just really spread out. It was kind of weird. All right, Kingdahl is going to go into 7. It will not be long before he also gets the news that there is a banana hiding in level 7 today.
Meanwhile, Syscrusher is digging Death Mountain.
He's looking for 9. This, you know, we haven't spent any time up here because we didn't really have a reason to.
Yeah, everything was just kind of populating itself down in the main section of the map. Level 7, that is a TV camera pointing to the right?
And Chad is saying it's a laser turret.
Okay. It could also be a disco guy pointing to the right.
Maybe. Syscrusher is headed to Vanilla 1 because he hasn't checked this yet. And yeah, looking at our items, I think having found everything else, it's going to have to be bow and red ring in level 9.
Well, we wanted a spicy level 9, and that is a spicy level 9.
It is, but if you're Kingdahl, do you go back and dig out that second item in 8 before going into 9? Or finding 9 in this case, because we still don't know where it is.
Yeah, see, that's the thing, is the fact that you don't know where 9 is, does that change your answer to that question? That I don't know.
And I think he's taken a slightly different path than Syscrusher did here, so the 7 is going to take him a little bit longer, but he should be in and out of here shortly. And Syscrusher couldn't clear any of the rooms that actually required the wand because he doesn't have it yet. And if you're Syscrusher, he hasn't seen the item in level 3, so when he finds out that the items in 9 are the bow and the red ring, where is he going to go first?
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to think, unless it's I'd have to think you start with the smaller dungeons and work your way up. And if that's the case, 8's going to be, 8 would be second on that list because, it's not fun. I know that.
Well, he's seen a lot of 8 though, as we're going to have a very vanilla level 9 today.
All right, so CD, for folks who are new to the randomizer, what are we looking for in level 9?
Well,
besides the obvious.
today in level 9, the first thing we are looking for is a bunch of staircases because we need to find out where the items are as soon as possible. After that, we are listening for the roar of Ganon, who is an incredibly bad neighbor and is so loud that you can hear him in any of the rooms that he is adjacent to. After that, we're looking for a shutter door that if you haven't killed Ganon, if it stays closed when you clear the room, that's going to be your princess. Or if you've already killed Ganon and have bacon, it's going to pop open the second you walk in the door. Today's 9 is slightly more complicated, mainly because we're going to be taking every single staircase we can, looking for the bow, and Syscrusher is hoping the wand. And this level 7 is just giving Kingdahl the runaround because he is clearing this bunny room to get upwards in 7 past that shutter door.
Yeah, the good news for him is he can clear it. The bad news is that it may be taking him off course.
He's already seen more rooms of this level 7 than Syscrusher did. Because Syscrusher came in here without the wand, so he had no way to clear any of these bunny rooms, and he found that boomerang within a couple of rooms. All right, so we have an old man who can fly in level 9. He's gonna do a nice block clip in. He's gonna find his bow. So this is both good and bad. Right now, if you are rooting for Syscrusher, you need that red ring to be within like the next couple of rooms to force him out of this level 9.
And we haven't seen the map, so we don't know how extensive the map is here. He could be digging for quite a while. He's down to half a heart, so he needs to be a little bit careful here. That room is going to be nothing.
And if you are rooting for Kingdahl, you need him to find that boomerang, and you need him to find it fast. All right, he's going to go ahead, take out one of the little mini dig doggers, and be able to find out if this is a push block.
I think this is this the item room? Yes, it is.
Yes, there we go. There's the boomerang. He's going to see it and be like, okay. Now, Kingdahl hasn't found level 9 yet. So is he going to go back to 8, or is he actually going to go search out 9? Again, 2 items in 9 versus the single item in 8 that he has left behind.
He's whistling. Where is he whistling to? He is going to go to 8. And, well, that explains a lot with that map.
Wow, that is such a forced linear path with a giant hole in the middle.
That is what's the right? That's a Brontosaurus.
Oh,
that top row is the head, and he's looking back behind him. There's the red ring. Okay.
So this is going to force Syscrusher out of level 9 and probably send him back to level 8, potentially. Again, he still has an item in 3. He now has the bow and arrow, so this could be taking him to level 3 instead. Well, we're at 1 right now. He's
he's going to 3. In the abstract, this makes sense because it's a smaller dungeon. But
yeah, but you need him to kind of beeline for those. I don't even know if he saw the double push block bunny rooms.
I don't know either. I think he saw a decent amount of the level, but he doesn't have the map, so I don't know what he.
Ouch!
Poor
Kingdahl. Now he's trying to clear it because going straight down there is a little bit faster than having to go over, clear that mixed junk room, and then take the shutter door down from there. All right, just up an A. You don't need to do this room. Or Spiky's making poor choices today. Hey, but at least we got bombs back, so that's cool. All right, Syscrusher's going to go ahead. He's going to clear these bunnies. He's going to get the map here of level 3. This will help a lot.
Yeah, the item in 3, was that down in the bottom left?
Yeah, he's got to go over, do a block clip here, go down. Hey, look, Wizrobes.
This is a hard block clip to pull off given the enemies that are shooting at you, but he gets it done on the first try, which
Now
is really well done.
it's going to be the room, I think, to the left here, possibly.
Yeah, that map is going to help him out a lot because he, as Kingdahl uses his potion to clear out this room, this is smart. You don't want to keep dying here.
All right, so I think this is the item room.
Yep.
And in a way, this actually kind of works out for Syscrusher because this is going to get him a bomb refill +2 for heading back into level 8, which is where he's going right now. Or actually, no, he doesn't have the item in 6 either, but I would go 8 before 6.
I would too. He's going to 6.
He's going to 6 though. Oh no! Oh man. Now granted again, the book is going to be really helpful to have. But Kingdahl is going to eventually run out of rooms here in this level 8. He's going to find his silver arrows, and then he's going to have to go find the level 9.
Yeah, this is if someone asked me who's ahead, I legit have no idea because it's really going to depend on how quickly the runners can extract items from the dungeons they're in.
It's going to depend upon which side of Death Mountain Kingdahl ends up digging first.
It's true, yeah.
As we find Zelda's room here in level 8. And there's a transport staircase that takes us to the room on the other side.
Yeah, I was just going to say, that is a troll room over there on the our bottom right.
Oh man, Syscrusher tries everything he can to get back out of this room. He's going to get the map here in level 6. Now, this isn't a big level 6. It's just there are 2 gaps in the middle, and it's a very forced path.
That'll save him some time bombing walls that won't bomb. So if he paths well, he should be out of here relatively quickly.
And it is
and
helpful.
if he can get around this. Oh, no.
Well, it's really helpful that instead of like Kingdahl having to stab the bunny many times, he can just shoot them with the arrows.
Yep, that's right. Speaking of bunnies, hi.
Speaking of item staircases in level 8.
Finally, there they are.
Things with which to shoot bunnies. As Syscrusher is going to find the book here in level 6. Oh no, this is the transport. Oh dear.
I think Kingdahl is going to explore East Death Mountain first, just based on the fact of where level 8 is.
Oh no, he doesn't have Forgotten Spot either.
Oh no, he has to check this first.
And the power bracelet location.
That's right, he hasn't checked that either. Thankfully, there's only 2 or 3 spots he has to check there instead of the 4. But still.
All right, here we go, Syscrusher. We got a book. Now, it looks like Kingdahl is still going to go do East Death Mountain. This is good for him. Syscrusher, why haven't you up an aid yet?
That's a really good question. What is he doing?
Syscrusher, where are you going? Maybe he wants one more. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's what he wants.
This is
that's
good.
What he...
Yeah, that's not a bad thing. All right, Syscrusher's on his way back to level 8. Okay, and depending upon how fast, now that he has the map, depending upon how fast he gets down to that area where he knows he has to go, this is going to be interesting as Kingdahl is going to enter 9 at 1 hour, 12 minutes, and like 50-ish seconds. Let's see if he takes a similar path as Syscrusher, because Syscrusher was taking all the staircases he could. This is always fun to fight Patra when your weapon is shooting fire at you.
Yeah, it'll lag the screen and it'll just bonk you when you don't want it to bonk you. It's a challenge. I
Well,
don't.
especially since he's fighting from the right and he doesn't have a ring.
Yeah, so each Patra shot's going to cost him 2 hearts. Each fire shot's going to cost him a half. He's already down to 3.5 hearts here. He may have to potion up again.
It looks like he's going to go ahead and do that, and I can't say that I blame him. This is a potential staircase room. We know that this isn't the item because syscrusher could not clear this when he was in here. And syscrusher is headed straight down to the bottom corner of this level 8. He's gonna get a compass and a lucky bomb drop, which is nice.
Meanwhile, Kingdahl took a stair from the Patra room to a part of the map syscrusher did not see.
Wow.
We know. Oh, here we go.
Okay, well, syscrusher is about to have all the pieces to the puzzle. Oh no, game! At least there's no floor turrets. There's no floor turrets in this one. It's gonna give him his bombs back, so that part's nice. Alright, syscrusher is on his way back to level 9.
It's a good job by Kingdahl. He got lucky and found the Patrite that will cause them to lock into that non-expanding state. So he was able to make a quick kill of everything else. That's good.
See, but I think I can't be 100% certain because we didn't have the map and syscrusher was taking staircases. I think he went to the left when he was in here, took a staircase, and that took him up to the area where he ended up finding the bow.
You're exactly right. That is where he went. He went left and down and then back up left. Took the stair. It took him to that top room under the O.
That feels about right, but I'd have to actually see syscrusher's map to be able to be, 100% sure. And the red ring is going to give him a slight advantage here as well.
We know this room on Kingdahl's side is a transport, but the question is, oh no, we don't.
No, that's the red ring. Yep, he's got the red ring, so he's kind of in the right area, but he's got to work his way left and then I think down.
Not the item he was hoping for, but he is very happy to get it.
Yeah, he doesn't have a potion anymore, so this is going to give him a lot more survivability here in this level 9. And to answer a question in chat, I don't think syscrusher saw Zelda's room, but there was a lot going on at that point.
There was, and we haven't heard Ganon yet either, have we?
No, syscrusher plays with music off, so all we're going to have is the game sounds right now as he clips into this staircase. It is a transport. He's going to go ahead and take it. There's the bow for Kingdahl.
That's right. These were 2 rooms apart. That's right.
Yeah,
that's why
they weren't very. Yes, they were so close together. That's what got him out of here and back in here in time. Our runners are kind of about to do like a 1 room away high five thing.
Did I just hear a roar?
No, I don't think so.
Okay,
because Kingdahl is in the room to the right of syscrusher, and syscrusher just took a staircase. So
that's right. Yeah.
And yeah, Kingdahl managed to find the compass. It looks like Zelda is basically at start straight up. There's Ganon.
There it is. Okay. So Ganon is down from there.
He's up. As syscrusher walked into the room on the right,
okay,
Ganon is up from here, so if we can bomb in. We cannot. Alright, looks like syscrusher is trying to either get hearts or maybe some more bombs. Oh, game.
Okay. That's interesting.
It's a staircase. We have to find a staircase that takes us up above the old man. Now, Syscrusher's kind of been in that area, so it's going to depend upon if he marked how he got up there in the first place. That's a couple of rooms away from where we got the red ring. Unless maybe we can bomb up out of this room here. I like that he's checking. Okay, we can.
All right.
Okay.
And here we go.
Oh, I hate this room for Ganon. This is like my second least favorite Ganon room ever.
Right, it'll take 6 to 8 hits of the wand to get it Ganon in a state where you can hit him with the silver arrow. That's 5. Does he have the stun lock? Yes, he does.
There we go. Syscrusher's got him. Now, if he did see Zelda when he first got in here, you'd have to imagine he's about to up an A. And instead, we're going north. So I guess that answers the did he see Zelda earlier question. He's getting a nice bomb force, though, off of... I'm not really sure what that was.
Might have been one of the dark nuts.
All right, so he's going to go ahead and clear. Now, if this takes him up in the direction of the red ring and those rooms that Kingdahl has been in, that will actually take him towards the compass. Because having just seen the map on Kingdahl's... Wait, how do you get into Zelda's room?
You have to get in from the far left?
Either the far left or... Yeah, he's been in the room. He's been in the room on the right. Oh, man. Oh, that's the staircase. Syscrusher, go to the right. He's got the compass.
He might not have bombed up here. Nope, can't do it that way.
It doesn't bomb. He's got it. It's got to be a transport staircase.
Yeah, either that or the room where the bow was. Maybe you go down.
Bomb through the Patra. That'd be funny. Because this is taking him back over towards where he found Ganon.
Yeah. This is not over.
All right, we've got somewhat of a path here.
Okay, now it's over.
Oh, there we go, guys. Let's get some GGs in chat for Syscrusher, finishing with a time of 1 hour, 21 minutes, and 13 seconds. And holy cow, was that close.
That race had a lot of twists and turns.
Welcome and GG, Syscrusher.
Hey, thanks.
So, we have to start off with you both got a single item and then left.
Yeah, that was without a map. I didn't see any other open doors. I didn't have a map, and I didn't want to spend all day in there. I'm actually glad I went to 6 before 8 for the second time, just because of that book was so helpful.
Yeah, that book was amazing. But the funniest part about it was you guys split the items. He got the wand.
Oh, no way.
And you got silvers.
Wow.
So we knew kind of where everything was, and we're just going, all right, well, when are they both going to go back to level 8?
Yeah.
It's okay, but yeah, GG. How was the rest of that?
Yeah, it was okay. Yeah, it was alright. I mean, it was a little struggle to get through some of those dungeons. I was like, well, there's Pole's Voice and Dark Nuts and Whiz Robes, and probably shouldn't do those right now, but Red Candle, I found a red candle this time.
I know, that was cool, except for it wouldn't give it to you at 4 hearts.
Right. And
then the game wouldn't give you a heart. I was just going, okay, right. He's going to go back and check with 6 hearts. Because you don't want to go all the way back up there with just 5 on the off chance it says no.
Right, so I routed around, and when I made my way back up there, I still didn't find a heart. So, but luckily it was at 5 and not 6.
Sorry, Kingdahl pushing against. He sadly took a death. In a room with, I think, was it another patcher or something?
It was.
And yeah, these patchers have just been jerks today, but he got sent back to start, so he was trying to walk through the wall into Zelda's room.
I like to think he was just banging on the door saying, "I'll be there in a second. Stay right there."
All right, so this has kind of got him in the right area. There was a top door out of Ganon's room. Maybe here?
I think it was here.
Yep,
Yeah.
there we go. So he's got Ganon. But yeah, this kind of just kept going back and forth because you were doing everything you could without the red candle. Kingdahl had already found 6 hearts by the time he actually got up there to the red candle.
Yeah.
But you were doing a really good job of doing as much in all of these dungeons as you possibly could. And then, not really leaving a lot of stuff behind. So that part worked out in your favor.
Yeah, I think the last couple seeds, or all these seeds, really, I was kind of like a little too fixated on that red candle.
Sorry, Kingdahl's bombing the ashes of Ganon, which okay.
Nice.
I mean, I'd be a little bit frustrated right now, especially since he had to up A and you can't just walk into Zelda's room. Though it's kind of amusing because if he had gone left out of Ganon's room and then tried to bomb left, I think that takes you into the room that goes over towards Zelda.
Yeah, I have a mark. If that bomb,
got it.
If that bombed, then yeah, you could walk directly left. But wasn't sure. I didn't know where Zelda was at that time. But
and here we go. Kingdahl has he's stuck in a corner. There we go. Kingdahl has the path because the Dark Knot knocked him out. He has now found the princess. Is he gonna burn her? Nope. Here we go. He's finishing with a race GG time of 1 hour, 25 minutes, and 13 seconds.
Well, while we're waiting for Kingdahl to join us, syscrusher, this race, from our perspective, had a lot of twists and turns. Both of you were in the lead at various points. How did you feel going through the back half of the seed as you were trying to track down the missing item you needed? Did you feel like you were behind? Did you feel like you were on pace? Just how much pressure were you under?
Did Discord do Discord things?
I think it might have.
Uh-oh. All right, so we're still waiting to see if Kingdahl is going to go ahead and join us. It's okay.
I was muted. Sorry.
Oh, no worries.
I muted. Yeah. After like when you find all the items, you start worrying. But yes, I saw every item, and at the hour mark when you're not in 9, it's, just waiting for that done. But it was a little tricky, so I wasn't that surprised, but
I mean, there were other than the power bracelet in 2 was pretty quick, and then for you, the boomerang in 7 was pretty quick. Unfortunately, Kingdahl having the wand could clear a lot more of that level than you could. So he ended up seeing quite a few more rooms.
Yeah, I had a staircase marked, so I went to that, and it was the dig dogger. So,
and then when you went,
seen that, yeah.
And then when you went back into level 3, you hadn't yet bombed into the area that had the 2. There were actually 2 double 5-pair rooms with 2 bunnies each in them, back to back. So it was like, okay, that's probably our items, we think.
Yeah, it took me a while before I could actually do anything in there. They didn't have a bow for a while, and definitely didn't have the wand. So bow and like the last 2 items, pretty much. Offensive items.
Yeah, to CD's earlier point, you did a really good job early in the seed, doing as much as you could with the weapons that you had, and clearing as much and getting as much information as you could gather. It's a really well done job.
Yeah, I've been that's hurt me in the past, not committing. It's hard though, because sometimes you commit all the way and it just doesn't pay out, and You have to have like a good balance, I guess.
Welcome and GG to Kingdahl. That was a thing.
GG King.
I think Discord is attempting to take a snack off your mic.
No, it was my mixer. I hadn't turned the mic up. So. It was like one wrong turn in 9. If I'd gone left there, I would have heard him. I would have saved me a few minutes.
Yep, you were definitely you were in the right area, and it would have saved you a lot of time. But I think the really interesting turning point of this one, you guys both dipped into 8, got one of the items, and then ended up leaving. You got the wand. Syscrusher ended up with the silver arrows. So we knew that at some point you guys were going to both be back in level 8. It just, I guess, would have made a bigger difference if the bow had been in any of the other levels.
I did a lot of wrong decisions. That's been the agenda of this tournament.
Tell me about it, man. Yeah, that was the last item I could find was the wand. The last item.
I was hoping to not have to go back to 8 without the book because I didn't find the map.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
It was a crazy 8 because it started like second quest.
I know you had to go all the way to the right. You couldn't even bomb down any of those spots except for the Triforcer, and that was it.
Yeah, so
that was really
That was a total full clear for me.
Yeah. Same. I was happy to get the book in 6 because I was like, well, I gotta go to 8 because I have no idea where to go to 8, and it's a mess.
Though the end.
Sorry,
go ahead.
I was gonna say I was really scared going into 9 without a wand or a bow, seeing Dark Nuts in Pole's voice, but I wiggled through there and got the bow, so that was good.
I think in the end, not getting the wand out of level 8 kind of helped.
Yeah.
Because there were a lot of rooms. Yeah, it kind of funneled you towards the items in some of the other levels. Whereas when Kingdahl went back into level 7, there were other paths he could take simply because he could actually clear those rooms.
Mm-hmm.
I could also clear rooms in 3 and other levels too. Unfortunately,
yeah. Syscrusher went back there after he found the bow in 9, and he still hadn't had the wand. He did end up going back into level 3 as well. Just with all those, that was more bunnies I think I have ever seen in one level.
So the lesson is don't find the wand until last.
Apparently, yes. Well, I mean, I know Kingdahl, if I remember correctly, would really, really like a force the wand into 9 flag.
Yeah,
that's kind of the opposite of here. Have a red candle.
I wouldn't mind that because at least you know where it is.
Yeah, that would definitely change things. And hey, at least coming up in the next round, the red candle gets shuffled back into the pool.
There's another round?
Well, potentially.
Certainly not for me.
Hey, you never... I mean, there could be tiebreaker shenanigans. I don't really understand the math, to be perfectly honest. But
oh, trust me, I've done the math.
I usually leave the math up to,
I think even I would have to be lucky to make it through.
Yeah, if you're sitting on 3-2, you're gonna need the tiebreakers to work in your way, and
my opponent's strength was pretty strong, having to face Deerwolf and Homer, and there's some good people I had to race, so maybe that'll help.
Yeah, you only had one more point than me, but you had that 1 point, and that could be very important for you.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been looking at the rankings. I don't know how many points I have, but I just have 2 wins. That's it. That's all I know.
You had 8, and now you have 9.
Oh, okay.
But all right, guys, I'll go ahead and ask, I guess, if there's anything that you really enjoyed, I guess, about Swiss. I'd ask if there's anything you're looking forward to, maybe not having to play Swordless for a while.
I'd like to call this tournament Swordless with an asterisk. I really enjoy diving for that red candle in in a level 7 or something. But I mean, it's gonna give us time to maybe start a few battle royales and stuff, and it's gonna be fun to watch the tournament, even though the real way I play Swordless starts next week, or week after. But I'd like to thank everyone for you that's been involved in this tournament. Though it's a lot of trackers and commentary, and
a
lot of messed and broken stuff and everything. So, and my opponents that beat me. Maybe I shouldn't thank them, but this was probably the best race though that I did, as a viewer probably.
I mean, going back, if you end up watching this was like, it was so back and forth. It was amazing to watch.
It really was, and you guys both put on a really good show, not just in this match, throughout the tournament. So congratulations to you both.
Yeah, thanks, and thanks to you guys too. You guys put in a lot of time to do all these commentaries, so appreciate it. And tracking several hours a week, appreciate it.
Well, I mean, they let me talk about cookies, so candy and food, so I'm perfectly okay with it. And Zelda, occasionally we got to throw some Zelda in there too.
I mean, also every gamble I did in these 5 matches were wrong. I mean, digging 6 and 7. I don't know if that's the play, but I don't like to go to. I mean, there were so many items that I didn't have, but I felt like I have to do this one after one. But I didn't start with 8, which was the issue probably, because then I would have gone to 9 probably if I had the silver. But then 8 without the book would have sucked also.
Yeah, had that book been somewhere a little easier to get to, it would have been a little different, I think. But because I didn't really want to leave 8, I wanted to dig it out, but I had so many options for bomb walls to try, and I just didn't feel like doing it. So
yeah, I think staying. I mean, if you didn't have the wand, that's the reason to stay in 8. And I had the wand and nothing else. So
I found silvers.
I would not have left if I'd known the rooms, but it was so. I mean, I walked like in a circle the first time. This is not good.
Yeah, I found a block too. I don't know if it was a dig dogger block the first time or a wand block. So that was another reason I left. I found the silvers way down there. I was happy about that, but. At that point, I was like, I don't know where to go.
There was a Gleeok there that I actually died to.
Yeah, that might have been a Gleeok. It was something I
don't know if it blocked though, because you could go left.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a way around that, because syscrusher poked his nose in there, saw the Gleeok with the shutter door, and then went back to cleaning the junk room that he had kind of been walking away from. Because it was like Gibdo's pancakes, some other things, but there was another shutter door, but that one was a lot easier to clear than the Gleeok. At least, at the time.
Yeah, bottom line, 8 was gross for both of you, but you both handled it really as best you could, and you really put on a really entertaining match for us as the first match of week 5. Great pleasure to watch you both run it.
Cool.
Yeah, thanks.
But all right, guys, it looks like in a little over a half an hour, we have the next match of week 5 starting on SpeedGaming 2. It's going to be 8gen versus Sigil 711. Following that at 9:30 p.m. Eastern on SpeedGaming 3, we have Kennedy J versus Sharky 2107. And then at 10 p.m. Eastern on SpeedGaming 2, we have Chess Jerk versus I'm a Sock. So there's still a lot of Zelda to watch for anybody who is, craving some more swordless.
If those matches are as entertaining as this one, should be a really fun night.
Yep, most definitely. So I'll go ahead and say thank you very much to Cami and Renakai for doing our tracking behind the scenes. Thank you to our runners for putting on a great race. And thank you very much, bbq.gov, for hanging out for the last about 2 hours.
Thank you so much for doing commentary on this. Well, thanks to Cami and Renakai for doing tracking. This was a lot of fun.
Totally. We even got a rain delay.
You don't get many rain delays in Randomizer, so I feel kind of privileged.
Yeah. I did successfully transport home a Donkey Kong Jr. machine, though. So.
Ooh.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
But I had to travel far for it, and then, yeah, and it was a mess trying to get up there, but I made it.
So Donkey Kong Jr. stream when?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to say because I'm not going to be taking this cab in the house for a while. So if I play, it'll be on emulator for now. But
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, you're still pretty amazing at that game. So. But all right, guys. Everybody have a good night, and we will catch you later.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, everyone.